Hi, I'm Chris Shattuck with buildamodule.com, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to Simpletest. First of all, I'm going to explain what Simpletest is. Then we're going to talk about how you would use Simpletest in practice. Once you've seen it work, you might want to know, well, why should I bother with this? What's in it for me? And we'll talk about that. There's some good things in there. We'll go through the process of installing Simpletest. There's a few little tricks there that you might need to know. And we'll talk about what happens behind the scenes. How does Simpletest work? We'll go through an example on Drupal.org on how to build a very simple Simpletest, what happens when tests pass and tests fail. And finally, we'll discuss some other additional resources for exploring Simpletest further. So first of all, what is Simpletest? Simpletest is a module, first of all. So you'll download it just like any module and install it. But what the module does is it wraps around an existing testing framework called Simpletest. So you'll see Simpletest mentioned outside of the scope of Drupal. But the module wraps it all up, so all you need to really worry about is the module. And at its core, what Simpletest does is it automates browser activity, and this is with a virtual browser kind of behind the scenes, and then it makes assertions. An assertion, if you're unfamiliar with the term, is a validation of if something is true or not true. So, does this exist on a page is a question that you would ask that's kind of a form of an assertion. So, if it is, that's true. You've asserted that it's true. So in the term Simpletest, the test part is the assertions that are made after automating some activity in a browser. So how do we use Simpletest in practice? First of all, we need to install the module just like any other module. Then we need to decide on what we're going to test. And then we write a test or a collection of tests using a .test file. So just as .module files are module files and .info files are info files, a .test file is the test file for Simpletest, and we would typically put that in the test directory inside of our module. And then we actually run the test using a administration page on our Drupal. Thank you for watching this preview from buildamodule.com. On our website, we offer a number of free videos, as well as several others that are available for a reasonable price. Come check us out.